Hello, lovely people. It's Kelly again at Cajun Moon, and I went to a local shop called the Enchanted Kitchen near me today to go pick up some new teas. I just started going here. I've been there a few times. They sell everything from tarot cards. They have some crystals and but a lot of herbs and a lot of teas. And I got a loose leaf tea last time I was there that I've been really enjoying it, and I decided to go and grab a few more. So then I thought, hey, if I want to show it to everybody, I might as well do Kittens Weights and Tarot's Teatag that I've seen a couple times. Watched Simon's a few weeks ago, and so let me start with that. Now the tea I have had before is a honeybush pumpkin chai. And she just puts them in these little bags with, ooh, that light right there is bad. So, honeybush tea, cinnamon, cardamom, ginger root, cocoa nibs, and safflower. So, but today I picked up, it's fall theme, a spiced apple chai, which is a black tea, this one. It's a lot of clove, it has an additional of cloves, orange peels, and apple. Besides the ginger, cardamom, cinnamon, whatnot for the chai tea. So, but I also got, okay, this is the one that's in my cup. This one here is called Bonfire. And it's a honeybush tea also. Cocoa nibs, aniseed, cinnamon, clove, orange peel. This doesn't say it, but I know that she told me this has pink peppercorns in it. So, that could be interesting. We'll see how that goes. And then this right here, oh, it's my Cocoa Belly cup. I've had this one for years. Oh my gosh. I've had this since I was 21 years. 21 years? Oh, shh. No. I was in New York when I bought this. I went to Las Vegas with my sisters, so it's really only been about 18 years. How's that? Ooh, that's an interesting flavor, that Bonfire. Oh, I think I like it. That's good. So I'm going to go through some of the teas that we keep in our house, because I started drinking tea when I was in England. I was in England from 1987 to 1991, and I remember going to the Swan, is it the Swan Hotel in Lavenham? I think it's in Lavenham, and having tea. And I take cream in my tea, most of it. I can't do lemon for some reason, and I don't do honey. I do not like sweet in my tea, which leaves some herbal fruity teas out for me, because if they taste really sweet, I have a problem with them. Yeah, I live in the South now where they do sweet iced tea all the time. Cannot do it. Just the tiniest little drop in it, and I'll be like, no, here, Ned, you drink this because I can't. They put sweet tea in it. And the refills, it's like, oh, stop. I don't have that problem too much anymore. I just tend to get water anymore at a restaurant. But I bought this one time, and I drink it on occasion. This is rarely. It's probably every couple months I might have a glass. But it does not work with this light that I have. I'm in my basement. Oh, I'm in my basement, and the light isn't great. And I had to cover the window because it was shining right in my face. But it's a roasted dandelion root by Traditional Medicinals. And that's an interesting tea. And I do believe that they say that it is great with if you have a bad stomach. So I need to remember one time having an upset stomach and drinking some of it and enjoying it immensely. Oh, I have to get used to that Bonfire. It's a very earthy flavor to the Bonfire. My go-to is always an English breakfast. Twinings, English breakfast, whoever I get. A black tea. Simple black tea. I like a good chai. It's my Twinings chai, and as you can tell from the other teas, two of them were pumpkin chai, apple chai. So, but I recently got some green teas. I just got Steep's decaf, because in the evening time, if we make a cup of tea, my husband and I, we'll do a decaf. Most of the time, our evening go-to is a Rooibos Twinings rooibos. There it is. You can see it there. And we decided to go for a few organic green teas too. And I got a chai green tea because, chai. You see, my husband's not big on the chai, but I am. And this one, Bigelow's Benefits Chocolate and Almond Herbal Tea. I wanted to try it because it said chocolate and almond. Hello. And it's probably, I think it was clearance, so they weren't going to have it anymore. And I just grabbed a box. And this is nice. I like it. And this makes me think of Lisa with Tarot Alchemist because she had one that had almonds and maybe chocolate in it too. It was very similar. It wasn't the same brand, but it was very similar. And I remember thinking, oh, I have one like that. So that was fun too. I have 2 other teas that are in my house that I didn't buy. We had some guests, my nephew and his fiance came and stayed with us for a couple months, and she bought some teas and left them. So Yogi's Kava Stress Relief. I remember I've had at least 1 cup of this. I think it has licorice in it. Hazelnut flavor, licorice flavor. And I remember thinking, oh, that's a little strange. I didn't mind it, but it was a very odd flavor I had. It was like, okay. This one she left also, which is great. I mean, it's a chamomile. Celestial Seasonings, simple. It's a vanilla honey chamomile. Except that honey vanilla flavor puts an odd sweetness to it that I can have it, but I don't love it. I don't love it. Not at all. Not at all. So these are my everyday cups. I have 2 of these lime green ones, and I have some more exactly the same in a very dark blue, They're hanging up in my coffee bar. I have a coffee bar. And my little strainer. I'm using this nice clean cup to hold my strainer for the Bonfires tea because I didn't have anything else to set it in, so that was smart of me. This is my favorite right now. This is my Bumblebee. It says, I don't know. Yes, it is. You can't see it. Beautiful inside. Bumblebees are really special to my husband and I, so I saw this one, I think on Amazon last year, and it was like, oh, I think I need that. I need that. I have this cup. I don't use it. Really? Oh, that light is going to drive me nuts because you're not going to be able to see. And I'm having a hard time finding the camera. The artwork. Plus it's pale. It's very yellow. But this is a cup with some artwork on it that my son did in 1st grade. And then you could get it on anything. And I had it put onto a mug because, I like tea and coffee. So, reaching for all those. Oh, and then this one. Aha. You know, this whole tilting thing. Figuring out, where'd my cameras? We are sisters. I got this. Bought 4 of these. 1 for me and 1 for each of my 3 sisters. And it has our names on it. Kelly, Wendy, Stacy, and Christy. With a K. Dead cheeky. You know? My sister thought she never had anyone else who had her name spelled the same way. So, I keep not looking at the camera today. Yeah, all of us. I had fun with that one, buying that one. It's because I'm trying to make sure it looks good on the video, I guess. Is the reason I'm having trouble with my camera. And I bought 2 little, the grocery store. I stopped at the grocery store. And I got 2 little pumpkins to set down here in my space. Then, I just grabbed 2 tiny little stones. So this one is, I already forgot the name of this one. I know you guys know it. Ruby Fusite, right? Fusite? Something like that. I should have looked it up. Ruby Fusite. And I got this snowflake obsidian. Just 2 little things. I mean, they didn't cost hardly anything. 2 teas and the 2 stones, I paid $8. You know? And, oh yes. I'm all excited. I want all the stones. I want all the crystals. I watched Chase having Lisa. Little and Fab. I might not have the name right. because I just subscribed to her, well, her Instagram. She's on Instagram, and I watched them with her talking about crystals, and I can't wait for her to come back on because I'm gonna have to get myself a crystal book to figure out. I want all the pretties. I'll take them all. I'm excited about that. I have a few. I have a lovely carnelian. It's not over here, and my lapis pyramid that I just bought, and I have a little quartz crystal and something else. See, but not a lot, and I'd like a lot more. So, but those were my teas and my mugs and my bonfire. I think I'm gonna like this. Very earthy, very. She asked me if I liked spicy because it had the peppercorns. It doesn't really taste spicy to me. Of course, there were peppercorns in this, and I saw it, pink peppercorns, but it has an apple in it too. So I don't really taste the apple. And I know there were several in this. Something keeps catching my eye. There's a window right above me in my eyesight, and something's flickering in it. So, something. I just done that whole thing. About teas and mugs. My cocoa pellet. I haven't used my cocoa pellet in ages. It was my favorite. I bought it on a sister trip. We went to Las Vegas. And cocoa pellets. I'm from the Southwest. I grew up in, well, I didn't grow up in, I was born in right outside of Phoenix in Glendale at Luke Air Force Base. But my mother grew up in Tucson. She's from Ponca City, Oklahoma. But she was 2 when they moved, and she grew up the rest of her life in Tucson before she married my dad in the military. And that was all she wrote. We've been all over since then. They're in New York now. We've been up there since 2001. I was living there in 2001. And I think I came to North Carolina in 2000. The very end, it was Thanksgiving 2003. So I've been here since like beginning of 04. Just been a while now. Yeah. So, and I've never lived any place so long as I have in North Carolina. But my kids are growing up here. I got married here. My husband's from the area. And we may move when he retires. We may not once the kids are out of college. I see us moving. Yeah. I think so. But otherwise, I'm outside of Charlotte. I'm really enjoying the area. And except for the sweet tea. Can't do the sweet tea. Can't do it with sugar. I don't know. I don't know why I'm weird. Everybody thinks I'm weird. That's okay. I tell them I'm not weird. I'm just crazy. So you all have a lovely day. I'm going to sit and enjoy my tea. And it is after 3 o'clock. So my children will be home soon from school. And I need to go get them. So have a great, lovely, lovely day.